parents, please meet in the southeast corner of the gym. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Senior Night as we celebrate our seniors in the T-Area Titan Wrestling Program. Introducing our seniors first, Austin Eimers. Parents, Jeremy and Christy Eimers. Future plans are to attend Southeast Tech and major in construction management. His favorite high school memory is attending the state sporting events. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Eimers. Introducing Keegan DeYoung. Parents Lynn and Michelle DeYoung. Future plans are to play football at MSUM, and his favorite high school memory is making it to state in his first year. Ladies and gentlemen, Keegan DeYoung. Introducing Brianna Johnson. Parents Michelle Pohl. Future plans are to continue academic and wrestling career at USF while majoring in criminal justice. Favorite high school memory is placing third in the 2023 state tournament and becoming closer to teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Johnson. Introducing Fennell Swore. Parents Chester and Mabel Swore. Plans are going to attend South Dakota State to major in business and to be a billionaire. Favorite high school memory has been prom of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Fennell Swore. Introducing Jackson Shetter. Parents Jason and Tracy Shetter. Jackson's plans are to attend South Dakota State for biochemistry. Favorite high school memory is the sophomore year state tournament in Sioux Falls. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Shetter. And introducing Carson Lohr. Parents Nicole Lohr and Jason Lohr. Carson plans to go to college and be in the National Guard. Favorite high school memory is a trip last year to Rapid City. Ladies and gentlemen, Carson Lohr. Here are your T-Area Titan seniors. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to T Area High School. As tonight, we welcome the Cobblers of Rapid City Central High School, taking on your Titans of T Area High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your cap or hat, and pay honor to America with the singing of our national anthem. Please observe proper flag etiquette by standing at attention and placing your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by T Area Choir Director Janice Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
To support a positive and safe atmosphere for Titan Pride and according to conference rules, we ask that students of all ages remain in the student sections of the bleachers or with their parents. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. They have adopted the rules under which this match is being conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this event's success. Please remember to cheer in a positive manner and be respectful of the officials' decisions. Your official for tonight is Bailey Nisus. He is registered by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and has worked hard to learn the rules and administer them at this event. We request that you respect their honest efforts to officiate this contest.
All right, if you guys are out there, we are going to be starting the duel tonight with Rapid City Central and T-Titans. First match tonight, we'll start with Emery Volker. She's our 100-pounder.
Our first match of the evening for T Area Titans, Emily Volker. And for Rapid City Central, Matea Jacobs.
All right, Matea Jacobs, she is currently ranked 4th in state. And Emery Volker, 7th grader, 10-8 record. And Matea shot on a single leg there. For those new to the sport or that are tuning in and not familiar with the rules, I'll try to help you out tonight. Goal here is to get a takedown, which is 2 points. And there's a takedown by Emery Volker. That is a big takedown against a highly ranked Matea. She has to try to attempt to return, and now Matea gets an escape. So it scores 2-1. We got 1:06 left in the first period. And again, thank you all for tuning in to tonight's duel. We just finished up senior night. There's another shot by Emery. Very aggressive in this first period. And Matea comes around and gets the takedown. Score is 3-2. Matea Jacobs. Bailey Nisus is our official for the night. He's a multiple-year state official, so we've got a good one on the mat scoring tonight's matches. And Matea here, she was going to try to do a turn. She gets her turn to her back, and there's a near fall 1 count. You need 2 count to get 2 near fall. If you get to a 5 count, you'll get 3 near falls. So she had 1 count, so no near fall. That concludes period 1. Score of 3-2. Rhapsody Central on top. Emery Volker defers her choice, gives Mataya choice. She chooses down. In the start of the second period, again, score 2-3. T is behind by 1, hanging in there really well. Really nice first takedown in the match. Again, this Rapid City Stevens, Mataya, she's ranked 4th in state. Last year, she was a state qualifier. Emery Volker's got a bar arm in, and she's working for that turn, trying to get to a turn for near fall or a pin. There she's out to the side trying to run that bar arm. Pull back there, try to do a little bit of a chin drop. Now she's going to walk around the head. Now Mataya's goal here is to try to get 1 or 2 as an escape or a reversal, but Emery's got this bar arm hooked up pretty tight. Very, very impressive for a 7th grader here. Emery's done a great job this year. She continues to learn week to week. We have 30 seconds left in the second period. Score is 3-2. T is behind by 1. Now she's got a half Nelson and a bar arm, and she's going to try to turn from the right side. She's getting out to the side. She needs to keep that legal with that left arm bar that has to go straight across. If it goes up, it could be potentially dangerous, and there it's stopped for potentially dangerous. That's for the safety of the bottom wrestler that they stop that. When you do an arm bar, you need to go straight across the back. As soon as you start moving upward, officials are gonna stop that for potentially dangerous. And here we start off. We got 7 seconds left. Emery needs a holder. She's got locked hands. That's gonna be a penalty point. So we got a technical violation, 1 red, and then 1 escape. We're neutral, loss of control at the end. Score now will be 2-5. Emery's doing a fantastic job hanging in there. The highly ranked state qualifier wrestler. She chooses top. Her goal is try to turn or pin. She is down by 3. If she can get 1 good turn for 5 seconds, she could tie this up. That would be her goal. Now she needs to try to return her, and she got to let go of those hands. She pulls straight back, and there's a reversal by Matea. So now the score is 7-2, Rapid City Central. And Emery's in a little trouble there, but she got out of it. Emery's very strong for a 7th grader, as you can tell. Matea is going to try to turn. She also is trying to get a bar arm in, and she does now. She jumps off to the side. She's going to try to walk around the head, and there she does. She turns Emery to her back. This is going to be difficult, and it is. And that's a fall. That's a pin. Emery did a great job staying with a very highly ranked wrestler in this match. Great experience for both. Congrats to Matea. She finished business there with a bar arm right to a pin. Again, thank to all those that are out there listening tonight and watching the T Titans Rapid City Central Friday night duel here in T South Dakota. Next match up here looks like we're going to have Lainey Haynes. She's an 8th grader, record of 17 and 12, 120 pounds. And I believe this is Anna Henstein.
Up next, for Rapid City Central, Anna Henstein. And for T area, Lady Haynes.
Anna Henstein is currently ranked 8th in the state. So another ranked wrestler going up against the T Titans. First period. And there's a shot by Stevens. Counter by Laney. So it's 2-0, T on top. Great counter. It was a great shot, and Haney was able to capitalize. Now it's an escape, so it's 2-1 T. So again, second match, T comes out and scores the first takedown. It was a great reaction by Laney. A great shot by Anna. She had a good shot, just didn't finish it. Very aggressive in getting up and away, and Laney had a hard time holding her down. So now they're back on their feet. Scores 2-1 T with 55 seconds left in the first period. And they're both going to try to work for a takedown here. There's a shot by Laney. And a counter. And that's going to be a takedown for Anna. Scores 3-2. T is behind by 1. Laney's going to work up off her base and try to build up to an escape or a reversal. Anna's got a leg in, and there's the end of the first period. Scores 2-3. T is behind by 1. Red's choice, she chooses down. Second period. And we're off to the start of the second period. T's down by 1, 3-2. There she, mat return. Got 1 escape. And there's a takedown. Near side cradle to the hip is a takedown. Score is 6-2. Laney's in a little bit of trouble here. She's got a Anna's got a cradle hooked up, inside cradle, and getting close to near fall criteria. There we got 3 near fall. Score is 9-2. 56 seconds remain. There's unnecessary roughness on Anna, so that's 1 point for Laney. So now the score is 9-3. So a little over aggressive on Anna there and gave up a point. Ladies on the bottom, her goal is to get an escape to get 1 point or a reversal for 2 points. Anna's on top trying to get a turn for near fall or a pin. 19 seconds remaining in the second period. Good crowd tonight with senior night. Got a lot of student body across and a lot of parents and family here supporting. That concludes the second period. Choice goes to Laney, and she's going to choose neutral. Score 3-9. Rapid City Central is ahead. Start of the third period. Three 2-minute periods in high school wrestling. And there's another takedown for Anna. And she's got an inside cradle again hooked up. And Laney's on her back. 2 near fall. That brings the score to 13-5. New rule for out of bounds, you have to have 2 points of contact in at all times. If you have your toes in and your knees are in the cylinder, you can get near fall. There's a couple new technical rules on the out of bounds this year. They went out of bounds there. We're in the third period, 1:16 left. Score is 3-13. Rapid City Central leads. Again, she is ranked 8th in the state. Rapid City Central has a lot of ranked girl wrestlers on their roster. Four all together. One's ranked 2nd, another 3rd, 4th, and 8th. So 4 ranked and then 3 unranked. So they got a good room of girls wrestling in the new sport here. And there she's getting turned to her back in a half Nelson. And the shoulders have to pass a 45-degree angle in order to get near fall. And she's at that criteria now, looking for a pin, and there it is. That'll conclude that match, and she got a pin. 32 seconds remaining in the period. Rapid City making their trek to T on a Friday night.
At this time for Rapid City Central, Cassidy Myers, and for T area, Brianna Johnson.
Okay, this match is Cassidy Myers from Rapid City Central. She's a 152-pounder. And then we've got Brianna at 175. She just went in on a great double leg shot. Brianna's been a staple for the Titans on the girls wrestling, starting the tradition here. She placed 3rd in state 2 years ago. I'm sorry, last year 3rd in state, and 2 years ago 5th in state. So she's a 2-time state place winner. She's currently ranked 3rd in state at 185. So she's a weight class here or 2 above, but they're just getting the matchups tonight for the experience. So good to see Cassidy Myers and Coach Pearson getting these matchups in. There's another turn to her back. Score right now is 4-0. Now it's 6-0 with those 2 near fall. Brianna's working her turns after that double leg takedown. Score 6-0, T leads. And again, Brianna, this is her 3rd year out. And that's going to be unnecessary roughness on Brianna. She shoved that head in the mat pretty physically, and that's going to be 1 point for red for Rapid City Central. Score now is 6-1. So we've seen some aggressiveness here in 2 matches, 2 unnecessary roughnesses in a row. Girls are getting physical and and going after the opponent. Brianna, she is pushing that head down with one, going in with a half Nelson, power half, and she just got the fall. So another good victory for Brianna, having a great year this year. Again, she's placed twice for the Titans, and she's ranked 3rd in state this year, so we wish her the best, and great job to Cassidy Myers for bumping up a couple weight classes there to get the competition tonight for them. Looks like now we're going to start the varsity match. Boys varsity, I should say. Seniors are out there doing the flip. And how this works is there's odd and even. Green's home, Stevens is red, their guest. And the first match, whoever wins the flip can choose odd or even. And how that works is that determines who gets choice second period every other match. That also determines who they have to report to the table first. So if you're going to try to juggle your lineup around, advantages there.
For Rapid City Central, Ryan Cheddar, and for T area, Trevin Otis.
All right, Ryan Cheddar and Trevin Otis. Ryan Cheddar comes in ranked 6th in state. He was a state qualifier last year. He's got a 24-11 record. He shuts in on Trevin for a takedown for 2. Trevin's only an 8th grader. He's 11-15. He's got picked up in the air pretty high there, almost straight to his back. Ryan's a junior, while Trevin is an 8th grader. Ryan was also a state qualifier last year as a sophomore, so Trevin's going to have his hands full here with the experienced older wrestler and ranked in the state tournament or in the state at number 6. He had a 2 count on a tilt there, so the score now is going to be 4-0. And he does another tilt. Some call this a seatbelt tilt. Grab the wrist and roll through. Got another 2 near fall. Again, how the near fall works, if you get a 2 to 4 count, you will get 2 near fall. And once you hit 5 second count, you then earn 3 near fall. They went out of bounds. Trevin's going to reset in the middle. And Cheddar leads now 6-0. 1 takedown and 2 near fall. There's a caution. And what caution means is he did not set on the other opponent, on Trevin, correctly, or he started before the whistle. You get 2 free cautions, and then after 2 cautions, the opponent will get 1 point each time. That's called a high ho. He picked him up in the air, and he brings him down to his back. Now he's got a Turk in on his back, leg Turk. So here he's working for the fall, trying to get the fall, but he gets near fall. The bottom guy has to be in a position where he can improve before those 3 points are going to be awarded. So Bailey's holding 3, and when the bottom guy defends him, there he is. He's able to defend himself. At that point, Bailey awards the 3 near fall. Score now is 9-0. Trevin is one of our, I would say, most, and that horn's loud tonight, fellas. I would say Trevin's one of our most improved wrestlers. He's really, really improved from last year to this year as a young 8th grader for us. And he's wrestling this junior. And there's another shot by Ryan Cheddar. Takedown 2, that's 11-0. And that was a great shot by Ryan. Matt return, picks him up and returns him. And they're out of bounds. Ryan Cheddar does a great job of mat returns, and a lot of times he's returning them straight to their back. There's another caution. He jumped the whistle. So that's his second free one. If he does it one more time, then Trevin from T will get a point each time now if it happens again. Rapid City Central's well coached. Lance Pearson. He's been there 22 years. He's got 8 other years of coaching experience before there. There's another 2 near fall. So we're up to 13-0. If we get to a 15-point spread in points, so 2 more points for Rapid City Central, it'll be a tech fall. The way the team points work, if you get a tech fall, that's 5 points. If you get a pin, it's 16 points. 6. So he's working to get the fall now, and he does. So that'll be 6 points for Rapid City Central team. And that was our first match of the night on the varsity boys.
Next at 132 pounds for Rapid City Central, Logan Brown. And for T area, Dalton Cooper.
All right, we've got Logan Brown. He's a senior. He's a state qualifier last year. He's ranked 7th in state. Dalton Cooper is only a 7th grader. His record is 2-6. Logan Brown is 15-7. Be a tall task here for Dalton. A young wrestler here, 7th grader going against a senior. 6 years apart here. And there's a takedown for Logan. Again, I mentioned Logan was a state qualifier last year, currently ranked 7th at 132. Top 8 in state place at the state tournament. And I was mentioning their head coach, Lance Pearson, 22 years at Rapid City Central. He was at Aberdeen Roncalli for 4 years, and I believe he has another 4 years as an assistant before he was the head. So a well-coached team. Really done a great job of building that girls squad in a short period of time, and they got a number of ranked wrestlers here tonight on the boys' side. So Logan's got an inside cradle, some call it a bow and arrow cradle. He puts the head in the side, locks the hands. Therefore, it looks like a bow and arrow. The bottom guy's the bow, the top's the arrow. I guess you could say he's got him turned over, and he's getting near fall criteria right now. Again, if he gets a 5 count, that's 3 near fall, and there's a pin. So 6 more team points for Logan Brown, and now the team score is 12, Rapid City Central, T-Titans 0. We're moving into 138.
138 pounds for Rapid City Central, Luther Morrison. And for T area, Parker Wilson.
All right, we got Luther Morrison. He's 18-17. He's a sophomore. Parker Wilson, he is a junior. He's 21-14. He's currently ranked 8th in state, and he placed 8th in state last year. And he is the come-from-behind kid. I think he's got 7 of his wins have been from behind this year out of his 21. Something the coaches have a hard time coaching, but I'll tell you the positive with Parker is that he never, ever gives up. And he always believes he can come back and win, and he proves it over and over. Too often kids get behind and they drop their head and think it's over before it is, and that's not the case with Parker. They're out of bounds there. They're still neutral. Score 0-0. 1:10 left in the first period, 138. Again, Parker, he's currently ranked 8th. He was as high as 4 this year. He dropped down to 138. That allowed Austin Eimers to slide in the lineup at 144. So he just took a shot, got 2. So it's 2 takedown, and the score is 2-0. Parker leads. Hopefully we got a lot of Rapid City Central fans back in Rapid City area tuning in tonight and watching. We appreciate you guys coming, driving across the state. Friday night duel before you compete tomorrow in Brookings. A great opportunity for our Titan fans to see a West River school at home. In Rapid City Central, they travel well. They do a lot of duels across the state. As an official, I get to see them at different tournaments, and they chase the competition. Score is still 2-0. Parker Wilson T, and 16 seconds remain in that first period. Team score, Rapid City Central, T Titan 0. There's a caution by Red. So again, he started before the official, Bailey Nices, blew that whistle. Get 2 free cautions before it starts costing you points. Parker's on top. He's trying to break him down. He grabs an ankle. He tries to drive forward. Goes to a far wrist underneath. That concludes period 1. Score 2-0, Parker. Choice goes to Central. He defers it. So when he defers the choice, then Parker gets to choose, and the choices are top, bottom, or defer, or the first, and then Parker gets to choose top, bottom, or neutral. I'm sorry, they could top, bottom, or neutral are your 3 choices. The first guy can defer to take that choice in the last period, and that's what Luther does there. He hooks up a seatbelt tilt. He rolls through, no points. They call it an Easton tilt or a seatbelt tilt. Some of these moves have multiple names. Depends on the coach and the part of the country you're from. And there's a reversal by Parker. And he just got it awarded. I call it a little early. So now the score is 4-0. And Parker's really good at reversing kids right to their back. Now they're up to their feet. Luther gets 1 for an escape, so Luther Morrison here. Score is 4-1 Parker from T, and they're tied up looking at throws. Parker goes right at him, snap down, and go behind. So that's 2 more for Parker. He gets a takedown by snapping the kid down and going behind and scoring that takedown. Luther's got Parker's head there. He's trying to pull him underneath, and he does not get it. Parker stays behind. Parker's a little high there. He wants to probably try to get back. Luther's trying to get that 1 point, and he does. He's back on his feet. No points yet, no points yet. Parker's going to keep trying to circle to his right. There's a headlock by Luther. And he slips out, and there's 2 more near takedown by Parker. Scores 8-2. Oh, Parker's jumping over the hips. That gets a little dangerous. And that's the end. Conclusion of second period. Scores 8-2, 1 period to go. Luther Morrison from Rapid City Central's choice. He's going to choose down. His shoelaces came untied. Rule there is it's a stall call now. So there's a stalling call on Luther Morrison because his shoes came untied. As a coach, you want to see your kids secure those with either the strap or tape. Parker's going to release him, so that's 1 point, so it's 8-3. If Parker can beat or get a point difference by 8 points, it's 1 more team point. So he's going to try to chase more points and try to win by 8 or more to get that major. Right now, he's got a decision with less than a 7 or 8 point spread, so that's a 3-team point result if it would end now. But Parker does a nice fireman's there, and he's going to take him right to his back. So he's got the 2 takedown, and he's got him on his back, and Bailey Nices is counting the near fall. He's got a 2 count, so there's 2 near fall. 12-3, 9-point lead by Parker. So he has hit that major decision. If he can hold that or continue to score more points, now he wants to try for that tech fall or pin. 1:10 left in the third period. Parker leads 12-3. And thanks again for all those that are tuning in and watching the T-Titans and Rapid City Central duel tonight. .45 seconds remain. Scores 12-3. And a cradle is not hooked up, but he pulls him back, and he's going to get near fall. There he goes again. Bailey had a 4 count, I believe, never hit 5. Now he's up to 5, so there's 3 near fall as soon as he's able to defend him, unless Parker's able to readjust here and get him flat on the back. And there he goes. Parker's got 14 seconds to try to get this fall, and he usually gets it tight. I would not be surprised if he capitalizes here and gets the extra points for the team. He's really good at this. We got 4 seconds. It's going to be tough now. And there is time. So score 15-3. Major decision. That's 4 team points for Parker Wilson. Team score is Rapid City Central 12. T-Area Titans 4. So Central comes out with a couple rated kids.
For Rapid City Central, Adrian Goodiron, and for T-Area, Austin Eimers.
All right, fans, I'll do the best I can here. This is my son at 144. And we have Adrian Goodiron. Adrian Goodiron is a 9th grader. All right, Austin got in on a single leg. Ooh, he's got to be careful there. And he returns them safely. That's a takedown for Austin. He likes to raise his kids up to the rafters. And boy, did Adrian Goodiron do good there. He did a roll through, got an escape, so it's 2-1. Right out of the gate in the first period. Austin's a senior. His record is 10-1. He placed 8th as a junior last year. There's another great single leg for takedown. That's 4-1. And Austin is currently ranked 5th in the state. And there's an escape. So 4-2. And there's a takedown. Austin got out of position. Takedown. The score is 4-4. And there's a caution. Potentially dangerous. So score is 4-4. I think Austin lost his footing there and gave up that takedown. Good job by Adrian Goodiron by capitalizing. He seems to be going pretty hard. There's a caution on Adrian. Adrian's a 9th grader, 22-11 record. Austin sits out to a switch. And he's trying to slide his hips to get that 2, and so far is unsuccessful. There he gets his hips out. Now he got the reversal. So score is 4-2. Or I'm sorry, 6-4. T leads. There's a chop to a bar arm wing. So he's got a wing on the right side. Tucks in the left side, and he's going to walk around. Put pressure over the shoulder and ear, try to turn him. And Goodiron's a great fighter. He's got him on his back. I think we got the 5 count near fall right now. He's gonna go for the pin here the way it looks. And Adrian Goodiron is really fighting hard, and he fights off his back. So there's 3 near fall. Scores 10-4 after the first period. Austin Eimers leads. His choice. And he defers. Adrian, he chooses neutral, both up. It's the beginning of the second period. Austin's had 2 takedowns. Adrian's had 1. There Austin shoots again. He's taken every shot so far. He picks him up in the air. He's on a single leg. He readjusts, and there he takes him down to 2. Score is 12-4. And there's a roll through by Adrian, but no change in position. And Austin picks him up again. And then he gets to a half Nelson. And he's got him on his back for near fall. Adrian hooked Austin's leg there. He's defending by hooking that leg. Austin wants to try to free that and then circle towards the head. So Adrian, again, is doing a great job of fighting. We've got 5 count near fall. Criteria met. Score is 12-4. And there's a fall. So Austin Eimers ends his last duel match in the T-Titan gym with a pin. Score now is 10-12. Rapid City Central leading by 2. The Titans are coming back. Rapid City got off to a great start.
150-pound weight class for Rapid City Central, Jacoby Parker. And for T area, Jackson Cheddar.
Jackson Cheddar and Jacoby Parker. This could be one of our best matchups of the night. Jacoby is a junior, record of 32-14. He's ranked 8th in state, and he's a state qualifier last year. Jackson Cheddar is a senior. He's 23-7. He's ranked 4th in state. He was a state qualifier last year, didn't place, but the year before placed 4th. I expect this to be a really good match between these two at 150, and we're in the first period. Minute 35 left. Jacoby almost had that takedown, got behind Jackson, but couldn't return him to the mat. And now Jackson, he takes a shot. Jacoby comes back with a reshot. Cheddar tries to defend it off. Now Jackson's in on a reshot of his own on a single leg. He's going to want to try to circle and pick up that leg like he does, and then try to finish. He's probably going to want to have to stay on that leg. Jacoby's got a whizzer put in. Defensive way of trying to stop that single leg takedown from happening. Cheddar's trying to readjust. He's underneath him right now. 2 hands locked on the single leg, which is where he wants to be. Jacoby's got his far ankle. They're going to call a stalemate. A stalemate is when official believes neither wrestler can improve or score off of that position, and they start them fresh on their feet. 48 seconds, first period, still scoreless, 0-0. Again, Rapid City, if you're joining us a little late, Rapid City Central's leading right now at 12-10. They got off to a 12-0 start, and T's been coming back. This is probably going to be our one of our best matchups of the night with 2 rated kids in the state, 2 state qualifiers from last year. They went out of bounds. Ooh, Cheddar takes a bad shot. He dove in, and there's a takedown by Jacoby. So Jacoby's leading 2-0 right now. He's up on his feet. Jacoby has to try to attempt to return him, and he does. He has a bar arm in as he comes down. Jacoby's got this bar arm in. Now Jackson needs to try to get his arm down and forward and free. Jacoby's going to try to run around the front, and there's one escape. So it scores 2-1. Jackson Cheddar is behind, but good last few second score by Jackson to close that gap. It was Red's choice. Red chose down. We're started the second period. Scores 1-2. Jackson is behind by 1. And there's a caution on Jackson. He jumped the whistle. Again, you get 2 of those for free, and then it starts counting 1 point against you. Jackson's on top. He tries to get a cross-face cradle. He cannot get it. He lifts him in the air. He returns him to the mat. Good mat return on with Jackson. He goes a cross-face cradle again. Jacoby's a really strong kid. He defends it really well. Now they're back up on their feet. Jacoby gets 1, so now the score is 3-1. 2-point lead by Jacoby. Great match so far. A lot of action. So the last shot that Jackson had, he just dove in on the legs, didn't set up the shot. Jacoby capitalized, and there he does a straight-on shot again instead of angles. You're going to want to see Jackson do a little more setups and angle shots there instead of straight in. Jacoby's countering these really well. Jacoby's a strong kid. You can tell by the size of his arms. He's in the weight room a lot. There is an ankle pick, but does not get it. Jacoby counters and takes Jackson down. Score now is 5-1. Now it's 5-2. Jackson gets an escape. Match is not going the way Jackson has wanted it to go so far. He has been the aggressor. He has been taking the shots. Jacoby's capitalized off of Jackson's shots so far. And that's why the lead is in Jacoby's favor. Jacoby hasn't taken a lot of shots, at least first shots. There's another shot by Jackson and a counter shot and a takedown by Jacoby. So Jacoby is scoring off of Jackson's shots. That's 3 of them in a row. 7-2. Jackson's dug himself a hole here he's going to have to work really hard to get out of. We're in the second period with 10 seconds remaining. Jacoby's got a bar arm hooked up, bar arm wrist. Again, these are 2 ranked kids in the state, both state qualifiers last year. And that is the conclusion of the second period. We have 1 period to go, and it's Jackson's choice. And he's down by 5. He's going to have to really go to work here. So far, his offensive shots have not materialized into takedowns, and Jacoby's been countering those and scoring. Now there's another escape. So it's 7-3. It's a 4-point match right now. We'll see if Jacoby takes any shots, and it's going to kind of push Jackson to have to push the pace. Going to have to shoot. And there's a pass by. There's a shot by Jacoby after a pass by. Underhooks, and there's a shot to the legs. And there's 1 toe in. You need 2 points in, so we're neutral. That was a great shot by Jacoby. He did an inside trip, dropped down to the double, and just finished out of bounds. Had that been in the middle of the mat, that would have been a takedown, but we were just out of bounds. So again, Jacoby's wrestling a great match so far, 7-3. He leads by 4. 1:20 left. There's another shot by Jackson, and trying to counter roll through by Jacoby, and he breaks Jackson's hand grip and takes the offense away. There's a snap down by Jacoby and then a reshot by Jackson, but no leg. They go back to the center of the mat. We got 55 seconds. 55 seconds to score 4 points. And there's another shot attempt by Jackson. There's another shot attempt by Jackson. And he's on that single leg. Now he needs to try to finish this quickly. 35 seconds remain in the match. And now he lets go of the single leg, and they call it stalemate. So 29 seconds left, 7-3 is the score. Jacoby is behind. I'm sorry, Jacoby leads. Jackson Cheddar is behind. Apologize about that. And there's another shot by Jackson. And a chin whip attempt by Jacoby. And he gets the chin whip. He puts Jackson right on his back. Jackson does a bridge. We got 13 seconds. He's got to fight hard. And he fights off his back, but he's going to give up the takedown and 3 near fall. And that's a 12-3 match, which is a major decision. So 4 team points for Rapid City Central. So Jacoby's ranked 8th in state. Jackson was 4. That's going to change the rankings a little bit after that result there.
And for T area, Carson Moore.
Zach Green, a junior, 13-16. Carson Moore, a senior, 13-8. Carson's ranked 7th in state. And Carson is a strong kid. He a tough wrestler to wrestle because of how strong he is and explosive, likes to shoot. There he's got a single leg picked up in the air, goes to a trip, takes him down and gets a 2 near fall, or 2 takedown, I'm sorry. So we got a 2 takedown by Carson, scores 2-0 first period. Carson just put on a cross-face cradle there. He's gonna try to pull him across to his back. Carson's a kid that's never given up. He's had a challenge for a varsity spot the last 2 years. Finally, the senior year, he gets his spot. He's got him on his back in a cradle. He's made his teammates a lot better, and he's just never given up, even when he wasn't on the starting roster prior years. Those are the teammates the team loves to have. And he's having a great year this year. Again, he's ranked 7th in state. He's got a cross-face cradle hooked up. A near fall is counted of 3, so the score is 5-0 Carson Moore. He's going to go back to that crossface. He hooks it up, pulls it underneath him. He gets up to his back. So the inside shoulder's still off the mat. That's why there it is. It come down. So we've got a fall. That's 16 points. 6 points for T. And we are tied up. 16-16, fans. It's all tied up after 6 matches. 14 matches total. We started tonight at 126. We'll end at 120.
Now at 165 pounds for Rapid City Central, Zach Soderlin. And for T area, Dawson Eimers.
They announced this wrong. This is Joseph Semele. He's a 10th grader. And then we've got Dawson Eimers, who is a junior. He's 14-4. Ranked 5th in state, was a state qualifier last year. I know his goal is to get on the podium this year. And high. He just got to take down a 2, so it's 2-0. Zach Soderlin did not weigh in tonight. Very anticipated match we were hoping for. Zach is ranked 6th in state and Dawson's 5th. We were hoping to see that, but unfortunately aren't able to. So Joseph's filling in, I believe. And Dawson takes another shot. And there's a takedown. So the score right now is 4-1. Dawson is leading. Dawson's got a leg in, leg Turk. He's got him turned to his back. He got 2 count there. Oh, and then he grabbed that ankle and pulled forward. And that's illegal, so that's 1 red. So he can't pull that ankle forward. He could grab the thigh and pull the thigh forward, but not the ankle. So 6-2 is the score. Dawson leads. He's on top. Joseph, sophomore, he's on the bottom. And he puts the leg in again. Crossbody ride there. You have to get those shoulders past a 45-degree angle to get near fall criteria. There he's got a cross face, goes to a bow and arrow, drives him over, got him on his back. There he hooks up a head and arm on the front, and he's got a leg hook there, and time runs out. So 3 more near fall. 9-2 is the score. Red defers. Dawson chews down. Start of the second period. 9-2 is the score. Dawson rolls through, grabs a leg, comes up underneath in between. So try to come out the back door. And he's got the reversal for 2. That's 11-2, and he puts him on his back. Second illegal move by Dawson. That's 2 tonight. 14-2. I believe that was an illegal headlock. He didn't have the arm. So 2 illegal moves by Dawson. And the score is 14-3. Cross-face cradle again. Brings that head to the knee, locks the hands up, pulls him to his back. He's going to get that bottom knee in the side. Push the thigh out on the other leg so he can't bridge. There's the fall. So 6 points for T. And for the first time tonight, the Titans lead 22-16 after 7 matches.
Now up at 175 pounds for Rapid City Central, Hoyt Anderson. And for T area, Sam Wordle.
All right, 175, Hoyt Anderson. He's a junior, 7-22. Sam Wordle, T Titans returning state champion, in on a shot. returned him to the mat. He's 27-2, ranked second in the state. Hoyt gets an escape. Sam was a state champion last year as a sophomore, and he placed fifth as a freshman. Phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal athlete, and there's another takedown, 4-1. Sam's the prime example of a multiple athlete, excels at all: football, baseball, wrestling. And there's another takedown by Sam. 6-2 is the score. Sam leads first period. Minute 8 left. Sam has one loss to a South Dakota kid who's currently ranked 1. It was a tight match. There's a cross-face cradle hooked up, puts him to his back. I would expect he would get the fall here, and he does. So 6 more points for the Titans. Sam Wardle, extremely strong kid. Great athlete. Good job, Hoyt.
Your 190-pound matchup for Rapid City Central, Ian Hook. And for T area, Keegan DeYoung.
Ian Hook from Rapid City Central, currently ranked 11th. They call it honorable mention, but he's 11th. He's 22-13. He's a junior. We got Keegan DeYoung. This is Keegan's second year on varsity, out for the sport. He's a senior. He's 13-13, 500. There was a fake, dropped him to his knees. And there's a shot. Fireman's two. His takedown. That's a big takedown for Keegan DeYoung. So the score is 2-0. Right out of the gate. Up against a ranked wrestler. So Keegan is the underdog in this match on paper. And started off really strong with that takedown and almost had him turned. So Ian Hook's a good wrestler. He's 22-13 junior. Tell both of these guys spend some time in the weight room. And no points yet. Ian's trying to hook that leg, and he does, so there's 2. So now the score is 3-2. Ian leads. Ian's on top. And they roll through. Ian's got a head lever hooked up there. Keegan fights his arm back forward. Ian continues to work those arms. 5 seconds left in the first period. Conclusion of the first period, Titans are down 2-3. Ian Hook chooses down. Start of the second period. Team score 28-16, Titans lead. Last home duel of the season, good home crowd. And Ian gets up to his feet. He gets one escape. Scores 4-2. And there's a shot by Ian. Reshot by Keegan. Reshot by Ian. He has a single leg. Getting close to that out of the bounds. Keegan does a good job of working back to the center of the mat to avoid any of those stalling calls. And there's another shot by Keegan. Very aggressive match by both wrestlers, both taking shots and reshots. Ian's doing a little better job of finishes. He's got another takedown. and leads 6-2. Again, he is currently ranked 11th in the state at 190. Keegan's worked up to his base. Ian Hook, he's trying to roll those arms under, get to a pinning combination. Keegan's flat on his stomach there. He's going to want to build up to his base if he can before Ian hooks this up. Now he builds up. And just like that, we're through the second period. 6-2, Rapid City Central leads. Green chooses neutral, so Keegan DeYoung from T chooses neutral on their feet. Scores 2-6. Central leads. Shot attempt by Ian Hook. And a double leg shot straight in by Keegan, but can't get past those arms. There's an ankle pick by Keegan, but he didn't finish it correctly with that right hand, and now Ian Hook capitalizes with the takedown, scores 8-2. So Keegan's got in on a few good shots, but just didn't finish them. Team-wise, dual ratings, Rapid City Central is currently rated 11th in state, and the T Titans are rated 12th in state. So 11 and 12 matching up here tonight. T's record for duels is 11 and 4. He got him on his back, and he's going to be trying to get that fall. And Keegan fights out of it, but gives up near fall of 3. So score is now 11-2, Rapid City Central. Back to the team records. T's dual record is 11 and 4. Rapid City Central's record is 14 and 12. Rapid City Central's ranked 11th and T is 12. So could jump them if we could get that win tonight. And there's the fall by Ian Hook. So 6 more team points for Rapid City Central. Number 11th ranked Ian Hook does a good job of getting the fall for his team. Team score now is 28-22.
For Rapid City Central, Alex Wells, and for T area, Chase DeBoer.
So Chase DeBoer and Alex Wells. Alex Wells is a senior, 14 and 20 record. Chase DeBoer has really come on this year. He's a sophomore, 21 and 6. Currently ranked 8th in state, was a state qualifier last year. So this match is favored for Chase on paper, and there's a takedown for Chase. Again, the team scores 28-22. T leads by 6. 6 matches remade, including this one. 14 total matches on varsity. They do a random draw. That way the same person doesn't have the pressure of the last match every duel. Tonight, when they did the random draw, it started at 126. That means we'll end at 120. Chase is on top. He's trying to work a breakdown before he goes to his turn move. Alex, he's looking for hand control. Okay, Chase has got that wrist back. Thank you, everyone out there, for joining us tonight. It's a long drive for those Rapid City Central fans and parents coming to the east side of the state, so hopefully you're listening in. Cheering from home. Got a good T Titan crowd here tonight, senior night. Great student section. The Titans travel to Parker tomorrow. Parker Invitation. The Cobblers go to Brookings for a tournament. So a great opportunity for these two teams to see each other before going two different ways tomorrow. So Chase, he's on top. He was trying to work a breakdown. Only 3 seconds remaining, 2-0. Chase leads. So that's the end of the first period. Chase's choice, he defers. He'll elect to choose third period. Alex chooses neutral. So they're on their feet starting the second period. Chase leads 2-0. Oh, and he tries a headlock. He's got that headlock. Hooked up. Chase is going to try to muscle out of that, and he does. He's on top. 2 points, 4-0. So Rapid City Central trying to go big with the headlock, and Chase was able to muscle back out of it and score the 2 takedown. Scores 4-0. Chase DeBoer. Chase comes from a wrestling family. His dad, Clint, wrestled in Bon Home. Great wrestler down there and football player. Following his father's footsteps in the gridiron and the wrestling mat. Also a good track athlete, too. There he returns him back to the mat by picking that leg up. Working a cross face right now. Titans are fortunate to have a 215-pound sophomore on the mat. Get to see him on our mat for 2 more years. And there's Alex, gets away on an escape. So it's 4-1. Alex tried that headlock last time. And there he's going to look to attempt a throw. There's a shot by Chase. There's another shot by Chase, and there's a warning for stalling by Alex, and a takedown by Chase DeBoer, 6-1. Five seconds remain in this period. Score is 6-1 following the second period. Team scores 28, Titans 22, Rapid City Central. Chase DeBoer chooses down. He leads by 5. Now he wants to try to score 3 more points here to get an extra team point for the Titans. He stands up. He's trying to peel the hands. And there's clasped hands on top. Locked hands. You got to release those hands when you return it your opponent, otherwise you lose a point. So he's letting the action continue, so there's a technical violation. Chase gets 1 point there, so now he leads by 6. It's 7-1. So your fans back home are out there watching. If bottom guy stands up and then you return him to the mat, you can't lock hands around the body. You have to release them once they come to the mat. There Chase stands up, he gets an escape. He scores 1 point. So now it's 8-1. One takedown here would get him the major, which changes the team points from 3 to 4. So a takedown here would be huge for Chase. And there he gets it. So 10-1, 9-point lead by Chase. 1:10 left. Alex does a good job of trying to roll him. There he picks that ankle up. He's got a Turk in. If he can keep that Turk and put him right to his back, he doesn't have the leg hooked anymore. Chase should try to hook that Turk there, but he gives it up and goes to an arm bar, or head lever, I should say. Again, this is 215-pound weight class. Two lean kids. 34 seconds remaining. And there's an escape. So we still have the major decision, 10-2, if no points are scored. Alex really wants to score a takedown here and he throws another headlock attempt. Will Chase be able to fight out of this one? And no, he doesn't. He gets him on his back. Chase DeBoer leading 10-2, just gets thrown to his back and gives up the takedown. And we just got the reversal back from Chase DeBoer, so good job fighting off your back. There's a major decision, 12-4. A little scary ending there for Chase. Great job by Alex Wells on not giving up and trying to go big to win that match. Did catch Chase on his back. However, couldn't hold him there, and Chase does the reversal. So 4 team points for T. And that got a little too close for Chase DeBoer at the end. Great job, Alex Wells, for fighting all the way through.
For Rapid City Central, Kane Workus. And for T area, Gavin Van Emmerich.
All right, we're at the heavyweight match, 285 pounds. If Gavin Van Emmerich doesn't look 285, that's because he's not. He weighs about 195 pounds. He's bumping up to 285 this year. Just to spread our lineup out and get in there, and has done a phenomenal job. He's currently ranked 4th in state. He's 23-8 for a record. He's wrestling Kane Workus, who is a senior, and he is 5-27. Gavin Van Emmerich from T has had to learn how to wrestle these heavier kids. He's adjusted really well and really quick. He stays patient now on his shots and tries not to shoot underneath these bigger guys and work his angles. Gavin, a junior. Again, he's currently ranked 4th in state at heavyweights, done a fantastic job. The kid that's ranked 3rd, he's lost to 3 times by 2 points, so he's right in there. There's a good takedown by Gavin. And then we got blood on red. Scores 2-0, 50 seconds remain in the first period. Kane Workus from Rapid City Central will get 5 minutes of blood time. And then how this works is once they stop the blood, they stop the clock. So you get up to 5 minutes. Very rarely does any wrestler take all 5 minutes. Once they stop the blood, the clock stops, and then cleanup time does not count towards the wrestler's blood time. So whenever there's a bloody nose is most common, you get some bloody lips, you might get a cut or gash. Whenever the official sees blood, they'll stop the match and get that cleaned up before we continue. So scores 2-0. And fans, stick around. If you joined us late, we did not start at 106 tonight. We started at 126. That means that we have 3 more matches following this heavyweight match. So please stick around as we got this match and 3 more. Gavin's on top. Second period. Match was stopped for blood time. We're back in action. There's a power half by Gavin. And he's getting him turned over. Big boy's gone over. Now can he hold him? So he's getting the near fall count. He's trying to settle back. He's a little high right now. And Kane is trying to roll through. He settles back in there. And there is the fall. Gavin continues his dominance on the heavyweight class at 285. He's had a great year. He's now 24-8 on the season. That's 6 points for the Titans. And he got that done rather quickly. First period fall. 106, there's a forfeit. Slater Wilson for the Titans is out. He's an 8th grader. He's ranked in state, I believe. He's number 6 in state. Out on an injury. He'll be back tomorrow in action. I think after being out for a few weeks there. Henry Fortin, he's a 7th grader. He's going to be our 113 pounder. He's 14 and 15.
For Rapid City Central, Aiden Candelaire. And for T area, Henry Fortin.
Aiden from Rapid City Central. He's a sophomore, 19 and 8. Very good wrestler, 113. And as you can see, he's pretty tall for a 113 pounder. Henry's a 7th grader. He's done a fantastic job as a young athlete here on the varsity squad. Not too often do we see 7th graders in our lineup, and he's really stepped up this year for the Titans. Again, he's 14 and 15, so he's a 500 wrestler as a 7th grader for his first year on varsity, doing a fantastic job. Aiden, a sophomore. Got 4 years difference between these two. Henry shoots in on a nice shot on the left side of Aiden. We'll see if he can finish it here. Tries to dump him, and he does. He gets 2 takedown. So Titans start out on top, 2-0. First period. Minute 5 left. There's potentially dangerous. So anytime there's a position that a wrestler could be injured in, the official's going to stop that to prevent that injury. Henry's going to release him. That means they're going neutral, so it's 2-1, and Henry wants to wrestle him on his feet. Henry comes from a wrestling family. His dad's an official. He coaches the youth. His uncle was a coach up at Northwestern. He's got the wrestling genetics and blood in him there. And he's got a couple brothers wrestling below him. So we'll be seeing a lot of Fortins on the mat for the Titans in the next few years. There he shoots in again on the same leg, cross-body shot, but just the size difference there. And Aiden gets that takedown. Good defensive move there. Aiden's got a lot of height there, a lot of leverage. He's had a great year so far, 19 and 8 as a record for a sophomore. And there's a caution by Henry. Again, you get 2 free cautions. Henry stands up to his feet. He's trying to fight hand control. And there's a potentially dangerous. So potentially dangerous, they just stop the match and restart them, prevent any injuries. Henry comes up to his feet, gets returned by Aiden. There he's hooking up the Easton tilt. Henry's trying to peel that hand off the wrist. Aiden's trying to hook up that tilt. And now he goes to a crossface. First period's about to expire here. If Henry can fight off of this. And he's got him turned. Let's see if there's any near fall. No near fall. He had a 1 count. Need a 2 count to get near fall. So saved by the buzzer there. And Henry chooses to release him. Aiden chooses down. Henry releases him. Scores 3-2. Titans are behind by 1. So Henry's taken 2 crossbody shots. One was effective, the other one was countered on. And there Aiden takes a great shot. We'll see if Henry can defend this off. And he does, and he reshoots on a single leg. We'll see if he comes up. He's stuck underneath right now. He's going to want to try to circle left, but Aiden's doing a good job of tying up the ankles to prevent that. There he's trying to stand up. I tell you this, Aiden, he is a tall kid. He's got a lot of leverage, and there's a stalemate. 2 different body builds here. I'd say Aiden's got about a head height difference on him. Benefits on Henry to get underneath easier, but then finishing makes it difficult. Aiden kind of droops over the top and ties up the ankles, and then he puts his hip pressure down, and now he just spins behind, gets a go behind for 2. So now the score is 6-2. And he's working that half Nelson. This is how he turned him in the end of the first period. And there's 52 seconds here, so Henry's going to have to try to look away if he's able to or fight. It looks pretty tight. He's got a half Nelson far wrist, and there is the fall. So good job, Aiden, on getting that half Nelson turn. And there's 6 points for Rapid City Central. And we're down to our final match. And the score is 34 to 38. So 34 to 38, Titans lead. This match comes down, whoever wins this match, depending on how it is, if Tyler wins the match, Titans will win. Salazar gets a check fall or a pin. They could technically tie or win. So there's a takedown by Tyler. Tyler is a phenomenal wrestler. He's a sophomore. He's 30-1, only has one loss on the year. He's placed in the state tournament twice. He placed 5th last year, 4th the year before, and he's currently ranked 4th in state with one loss. Connor Salazar, he's a senior also. His record is 8-24. And Tyler likes to throw, he likes to attack and just score a lot of points. So there's another takedown. So it's 4-2. 2 takedown, 2 releases. And what a great duel for the fans tonight. 38-34 going into the final match. Score here, 4-2. Tyler Woodring from T leads. 1:10 left in the first period. And there's a shot by Connor. And then Tyler's going to come with double underhooks. We'll see if he tries to throw. Connor blocks with his head, and they back him out of bounds. So restart in the middle. Connor, he's trying that throw by there, and Tyler defends it, puts him right to his back. Takedown to his back. And he gets 2 near fall, plus the takedown of 2. Score is 8-2. 35 seconds remaining in the first period. So Tyler's wrestling like he has all year in a dominant fashion. Really had a great season so far, 30-1 as a sophomore. It's good for the Titans. They're going to have a strong wrestler here for the next 2 years as he stays healthy. 2-time state place winner. Now he's got Connor on his back, and he's trying to get that pin for the team points. He comes out and switches off to a headlock. And let's see if the pin, I think he called that pin right before the buzzer, and he does, and that's a fall for Tyler Woodring. So buzzer beating fall for Tyler Woodring for 6 points. And that wraps up the varsity matches. Team score 44, Titans 34, Rapid City Central. The Titans win that match, this match tonight, by 10 points. Looks like we got some more girls exhibition matches here. We got Emory Johnson. Not sure the Rapid City Central girl's name. There's 2 for Central. So first period, Emory Johnson down by 2. That was the first takedown of the match. And she's got a cross face that she's trying to hook up there. What Emory wants to try to do here is peel that hand off of her arm before she locks it up. But now it's locked up, and it's even going to be more difficult now to try to break those hands once they're locked. We're getting close to out of bounds. We'll see if she pulls her back in, and she does. And now she's on her back, giving up the near fall. And there is the fall. So Rapid City Central wins that match by fall over 7th grade Emory Volker. Emory's record is 10-8 on the year. Laney's going to get us. All right, so we've got Langston Huffman from Rhapsody Central, and then we've got Lainey Haynes with T. Seeing an increase in girls coming out here in T. Rhapsody Central's got a number of girls out. It's the fastest growing sport in the state right now. And there's a takedown by Langston Huffman from Rhapsody Central. She's working a crossface cradle also up to a butcher. And she picks the leg, and Lainey rolls through. Doesn't get the escape yet. She kind of went back into the shot on the legs, so control has not changed. Langston is still on top. Score is 2-0. Langston Huffman from Rhapsody Central leading first period. A minute left in the first period. Lainey Haynes, 120-pound eighth grader. 17 and 12, first year out, having a ton of success. Really good athlete. Always looking to learn. Her and Emery Volker partner up a lot and working to make each other better. Brianna has been kind of the staple over the years with 2 state place winners. I know there she's got a double chicken wing to her back, and that's a fall. So congratulations, Langston Huffman. Langston Huffman ranked 3rd in the state, and she is also she's a 7th grader, so she has a bright future ahead of her. Ranked 3rd in the state at 113. And folks, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. That's going to conclude the duel between Rapid City Central and the T-Titans. Thanks again for all of you that joined us at home. The final score, T-Titans 44, Central 34.
44, Rapid City Central 34. I'd like to thank you for attending tonight's event. Please drive home safely. Have a great night, and go Titans!